So sit, wait and stay. Doesn't matter. If you use one word, sit, that covers the whole kind of element of this element of training, where I've told you to sit. I don't want you to move or do anything else until I give you another instruction. So it doesn't matter what word you use or how stringent you want to use the command, the command that we're using at the specific time. So as I've mentioned before, we're looking at two elements of this skill, call it, where the first one is time. Good girl. Where I'm not going to move anywhere. I just want to build up the time that she is not moving. Good girl. I'm rewarding her for doing just that. Okay. So the longer that she sits there and doesn't move, we can praise her for not actually doing that, not moving. Okay. Still got an element of control, because if she was to get distracted, I could potentially have that physical contact back with her on the lead to either correct her or maneuver her back into the sitting position like so. But the first element is time, okay? Standing near the dog and just making sure that the dog doesn't get distracted, doesn't switch off, and is fundamentally not moving, which is the end result of this skill. Good girl. The second element is distance. So we need to put distance in between us and the dog. Now, unlike as I spoke about previously, the initial first stages of a recall is I sit a dog there because the dog's looking at me and I'll call the dog to me, but I'll rapidly stop that because it's going to hinder this. So what I'm not going to do is call her to me, because she's going to anticipate, in this case, a physical praise, but if it was another dog, it'd be a bit of kibble or a reward. So we're promoting the dog to be impatient. We're promoting the dog and encouraging the dog not to be steady, not to be patient, and always come to us because it wants what the dog knows we've got. So we're adding distance in, but I'm always returning, good girl, to her. Okay? She is currently getting rewarded for not moving. Good girl. All right? Still with an element of control in case anything goes wrong. And we're backing away and always returning to her. Good girl. Once you and she are confident that she's got this, we can add a little bit more distance. Like so. I'm not just going to walk off to the other end of the garden or the park, because I don't want to bite off more than she can chew. There you go, like so. Sit. So a little bit of lack of patience. So we're back to square one. Bailey, hence why we've got the lead on. Bailey, sit. Good. So a little bit of lack of patience there. Stay there. Good, but we're adding distance in. Good. Good girl, well done. And always returning to her. So in her little mind, she's got a thought process of, all I've got to do is just sit here, and he's going to come back and reward me for not moving. Stay there, a little bit of a reminder of what we want her to do, and we increase the distance. Third step, or the last step, is to walk around the dog, making sure that the dog has an engagement with us, he's interested in us and is looking at us. Yeah, stay there. But constantly returning to her. Now, I don't want to call her name. She's not looking at me and I want her to look at me. Good. I'm not going to call her name because I don't want her to get confused and then return to me when she hears it. So I waited for her to look at me, and then that's what got her the reward or the praise. But as you can see, there. Good. Good girl, well done. Good girl. As you can see, that whistle potentially would have made her twitch a little bit. So I got in there quick to handle her and reward her physically at the right time. Stay there. And if we build up the time correctly and the distance correctly, stay there, we can walk round the dog, we can move around the dog with the dog looking at us. Good, you're working hard. That was a yawn, mate. And we all know that you're not tired. So that tells me you are really, really thinking, which is lovely. Stay there. So sit, wait, stay, stand, whatever words you want to use. Start off with time, stood next to the dog. And once the dog has got that, good girl, introduce distance. Further away, walking round. Fundamental key thing is you've always got to always return to the dog. Never call the dog to you, because it's going to promote impatience, it's going to promote being unsteady, and it's going to promote this little dog that you can clearly see he's working really, really hard, aren't you, mate? Good girl. Not to come to us. Good girl. Well done, mate. Well done, buddy. Good girl. Good girl.